Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope that you're doing well. So the other day, I had a bright idea. Let's buy some fragrances from Wish.com again. What could go wrong? I did this, I think it was a couple years back, and of course everything I bought from there was complete trash. But today, we give Wish.com another chance. I have 3 fragrances here that I purchased, 1 classic designer, 1 expensive niche, and 1 newer designer. So we're gonna see, what do you get when you shop from Wish.com for fragrances? Let's check these out. As I go, I'm going to show how all these listings looked on Wish.com as I made the purchase, so you can see the price and everything like that on there. And also see how they made those fantastic listings. I will give Wish.com a little bit of credit. There are far fewer obvious fakes now, at least as far as fragrances go, than there used to be. And I think that's because a lot of brands are now selling officially on Wish.com, so you can buy the fragrances from the brands themselves, which is just like the pinnacle of luxury. Wish.com. Yeah, our stockist, official stockist, Wish.com. Anyway, let's crack into these fragrances. Let's see what I've got and see if they're real or horribly fake. Let's start off with the classic designer fragrance that I picked up. None other than Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male. Now, this is a real bottle and a really large one. Let's see how the Wish.com bottle came. It came like so. Yeah, that's fake. With Le Male, you'd expect it to come in one of their little cans, right? Like this one in the Navy, or this one for Le Beau, where you pop the bottom and the bottle sits down inside there. But no, here we have a standard box with a little slip cover. And one thing you'll notice with fake fragrances, they love slip covers. It's like their favorite thing on earth. They make these pictures really pixelated and crappy looking. The colors bleed together. It looks horrible. And they think to themselves, you know what? That's the secret ingredient. We're gonna make a terrible looking slipcover, and everyone that sees it will think, haha, this is real. There's no way that a fake would have a slipcover. So yeah, on the front here, you have a really pixelated, washed out media photo for Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male. And down here it just says, the fragrance for men by Jean-Paul Gaultier. You have the name of the house on the side of the slipcover. Then on the back you have a photo that looks like it's been stretched. So the proportions are kind of off. It's like you took a photo and just went, so let's go ahead and remove that slipcover. And then we got this box, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Eau de Parfum, 125 mils. On the back it says Jean-Paul Gaultier Eau de Toilette Natural Spray. Good job there, solid. Eau de Parfum on the front, Eau de Toilette on the back. In case there's any confusion out there, the original Le Male is an Eau de Toilette. So they just kind of went with both. They couldn't be bothered to look up what the original was, and they thought, man, what if we put Eau de Toilette but it's an Eau de Parfum? Or what if we put Eau de Parfum and it's an Eau de Toilette? Just put both. Anyway, let's open it. Let's see how the bottle looks. The box looks terrible. The cellophane here is very obviously part of a fake. By that I mean it just kind of evaporates when you start to pull it. It also has a weird smell to it. Probably got carcinogens. So here is the box. Again, this looks terrible. I would hope that anybody that sees this, red flags would be going off. Red flags would be going off? Now, the grand reveal. How's it look? Oh, it looks horrible. Ah, it's terrible. Yeah, that's really bad. It just feels weird. It feels chalky in the hand, like the paint is gonna flake off or something. It has a little pull tab. Oh man, that's on there. Ugh. Real, fake. Real, fake. Holding it up side by side, it's very apparent which is which. Now, interestingly enough, the mold on this fake bottle is decent. Like the actual shape of the bottle itself is not that far off. The main giveaways are the horrific paint lines, the weird feeling in the hand. It's hard to describe. There's a smoothness to this one, and this one is kind of rough and, like I said, chalky. Feels like taking your hand on a chalkboard and just going across it. That's how this bottle feels. Then the atomizer, different on this one. The collar is different, much cheaper looking. And this has a little black atomizer, whereas this one is white. You know what time it is, let's spray this on. Not spraying it on skin. I mean, it's not good. It's got an alcohol undertone. It's got a little bit of that powdery lavender vanilla combo that you would expect from Le Male. It smells like, basically, a cheap, crappy clone of Le Male. In the name of science, though, I will spray on the actual Le Male. It does have a lot more punch, the original, the actual fragrance. This one sits pretty close on the tester strip. It's just kind of, you know, lightly wafting this very basic vanilla lavender. Not a surprise, the cheap Le Male knockoff smells like a cheap Le Male knockoff, and it looks like hell. What else did I get though? Let's check out that niche one. Oh, it's Parfums de Marly Herod. I can tell you immediately this is fake. The coloration is off, so it has this weird purple tint to it. The cellophane is incorrect, and also we've got misspellings on the back of the box. So the misspelling is right here at the bottom of the box. It just says, Parfums de Marly, the elegant and refined fragrances company, renews the splendor of the 18th century through its original concept when the greatest perfumes were created for King Louis XV, in tribute to the prestigious horse races, the fervently admired and initiated. Should be he, it's thee. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, the cellophane again, just kind of disintegrating. Yeah, it's... So here's the actual Herod, the real stuff. Let's open this up and see how it looks. Yeah, this box smells terrible. There's something that they do here that just makes these boxes reek. They smell like chemical death. Also, don't know if you can see that, but like the inside of the box is all a weird gray color with like scratch marks on it. Awesome. Fake Herod, real Herod. Fake Herod, real Herod. So the fake Herod is, once again, a decent mold. It's not as clear, like the delineation around the horses and the 1743 on the front, but on the whole, it's a decent knockoff. The coloration is wrong. The coloration is darker with the fake Herod. On the bottom of the bottle, instead of saying Parfums de Marly, it says Parfums de Marly. Always blows my mind that they would go through this much difficulty coming up with the fake bottle and all this stuff, and then not even bother to spell the name of the brand correctly. That takes like 2 seconds of proofreading. What are you doing? The cap is screwy. The cap sucks. It's very lightweight, cheap plastic. Also has a deformity here on the bottom of the cap, so that gives it away immediately. Let's spray this monstrosity. It doesn't smell like Herod. So this smells more like they're trying to copy Carlisle or something, like a really poor version or iteration of Carlisle. Again, like the Le Male knockoff, it's really flat. It doesn't have much punch to it. It's just immediately fading away off the tester strip where you can barely smell it. And that's something that you get most of the time with these knockoffs, is they have zero staying power and who knows what's even inside that bottle. It's probably anthrax. I might not make it to the end of this video. Yeah, that's terrible. No thanks. Also, there was going to be a fourth fragrance, which is Memo Tiger's Nest, the most expensive of them all. It was $75 plus shipping. I've seen a bunch of fake memos over the years on eBay, and I was wanting to get one in to show you guys how they look, you know, so you could see what to look for with fakes with that brand. Unfortunately, apparently the seller that I bought from is in Russia. So I went ahead and had to cancel that order, and to be fair, I probably wouldn't have been getting it in anyway. Now, last but not least, we have Scandal, another Jean-Paul Gaultier. Look at that. Slipcover and everything. Now, Scandal did come with a slipcover, but the fake here has the wrong slipcover. They did the work for you, but you still screwed it up. The coloration is wrong as well. This is a deeper red. This is again, a little more washed out looking, and it's not the same picture either. Now, with the original, there is a QR code right here, and you may notice there's a QR code right here. So where does this QR code take you? Well, it actually takes you to the Jean-Paul Gaultier website, to the Scandal webpage, the same as this one. So they copied the QR code correctly, but they screwed everything else up. You've got to love it. All right, get rid of this. As far as fakes go, this one is a decent looking one box-wise. One thing you're gonna notice though is the original has this kind of felt covering on the box. So it has this fuzzy feel on it. And you can tell this one does not. So here she is, fake Scandal. Again, no fuzziness on the outside of the box. Got the name of the fragrance, name of the house, Eau de Toilette, 100 ml size is what it says there. Again, there's that weird smell to this. Oh, and the batch code is 11201. Great. I'm really interested to see how this looks because I can't imagine that they're gonna pull off the Scandal bottle correctly. So, oh my God. Okay, so here she is. Part of the crown broke off. Let's get that out. So the top of the crown broke off. This is plastic, like a really cheap filling plastic, and this is evaporated. So here is the real Scandal. Here is the fake one. It is neon, like turquoise blue. There is much more heft to the actual cap because it has these little metallic pieces. The fake one is all plastic, the whole thing, which explains why the top just blew off. They did even try to put a little Jean Paul Gaultier logo on the top of the atomizer of the fake one, so that's interesting. The sticker that says Scandal on the front is sideways on the fake. Looks much worse. At least they spelled the name of the house correctly on the bottom. All right, here we go. You know, of everything here today, this probably smells the best. It doesn't really smell exactly like Scandal. It smells more like just a really sweet, sweet, sweet bubble gum of death. Actually, it smells a bit like Scandal if you stripped away anything that gave it richness or depth and you left it with just the sweetest notes in the top. It's kind of like that. Almost like it's got a chemical sweetener in there. And that's the fragrance. Which, I mean, again, look at this thing. This is insane. Somebody went crazy with the artificial coloring. I'll say that much. So there we have it, a very successful buying spree on Wish.com. One order that I will never see and 3 fragrances that are absolute abominations. The ugliest of the bunch is the Le Male. It's not close. Followed closely by this Scandal with its, what is that? Almost toilet bowl, cleaner blue. And then a very toxic smelling Parfums de Marly. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Don't shop on Wish.com for fragrances. Stay safe out there and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.